Hello, wonderful Subate. You're highly welcome back to my channel once again. My name is Mercy and this is Mercy Posh Stitches. So today's tutorial on making this beautiful plain and pattern fabric combo bubu dress with tassels. Okay, so this is what we're going to be learning how to make, and it's very simple, like very simple but classic. So if this interests you, I encourage you to stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. So to make this, you'll be needing a plain fabric and a pattern fabric as well, just as you see here. So I'm going to be setting this plain fabric aside, and we're going to be working with this pattern fabric because this is the one that is going to be staying on the upper part. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to get this plain pattern fabric folded into four. So I'll fold it into four, and after folding it into four, as you can see it's into four, 1 2 3 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is to roll my starting line. Okay, so I'm going to roll this part where I will be using as my starting line, and after rolling my starting line, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll place my tape on the starting line, which will serve as my shoulder line, to mark my waist. Okay, that is the half length. So the half length I'm working with here is 17 inches, and I'm going to mark the half length right here, as you can see. So I'll pick up my ruler and I'll rule into a straight line. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark about 6 inches below my hip line. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that the half length line is well marked and pronounced. Then I'm going to, from the waist, measure like 6 to 7 inches below the hip line. Okay, so you're going to go down 6 to 7 inches after your hip line. Okay, so that is where I am marking this line right now, 6 to 7 inches below your hip line, and that is what I went on to mark, as you can see. And I label it hip, and I label this part waist, and here is shoulder. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to mark my shoulder to shoulder divided by 2, and I'll mark my sleeve length. So my sleeve length is supposed to be about 14-15 inches, but I'm going to be subtracting some inches since I'm going to be attaching the plain fabric to it. Okay, so I went on to mark after subtracting the allowance for the plain fabric, and I went on to roll the line into a straight line. So you're going to add your shoulder divided by 2 plus your sleeve length together. Whatever it gives is what you're going to roll down. So I slope my shoulder by 1 inch, and I roll my neck width, which is 3.5 inches, and I went on to connect just the way you see here. So after connecting, I'm going to measure and mark my round sleeve, that is my bicep. So note that you're going to make this as free as possible. So if possible, you're going to add extra 4 inches to your bicep divided by 2, or anyhow whatever you want to add to make sure that it is very free for you. Go ahead and do that. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my hip circumference divided by 4 here, and I'm going to be adding extra 2 inches allowance. Now note that this part is going to serve as the bust point line, as the bust line, so that is why I added only 2 inches allowance. Then I also came in 0.75 on the down part of the sleeve, the bicep, and I connected to the upper part just the way you see it here. So the next thing I'm going to do is whatever I mark here, that's what I'm going to be marking on the down part as well. Then over to this part, I'm marking my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'm adding extra 8 to 9 inches extra allowance. Yes, I'm going to be adding extra 8 to 9 inches. So if you have enough fabric, go on and add extra 8 to 9 inches allowance. After marking your hip circumference divided by 4, add that extra allowance on the part where you label as hip. Remember, on the part where I label as waist, I used my hip circumference divided by 4 plus just 2 inches. Okay, then I'm marking the neck depth for the back, which is about 2.5 inches. Then that of front, I'm going to mark the neck depth for the front. So you're going to make your neck depth for the front as deep as possible. It's going to be a V neckline. All right, so you're making it as deep as possible because remember, there won't be any zipper or button. So you make it as wide as possible or deep as possible so that your head can be able to pass through that side. Okay, you can also decide to reveal some cleavage if you want to. So what I'm going to do is, on this part now, I am going to come down 0.75. That is what I'm marking from the waistline area. I'm going to come down 0.75 and I'm going to connect it to the end this way, where I label as hip line. I'm going to connect it using the curvy part of my ruler. So you're just going to pay attention to the way I'm connecting it. That's exactly how you're going to connect it, because there is no special measurement that is being used to connect this. So you're just going to connect after marking your 0.5 and 0.75. After marking 0.75 below your waistline, you're just going to make a curve that is connecting the hip line area and the 0.75 curve you made, line you marked. Okay, so that is just what I'm doing. So I'm just going to play around it until I get the connection or the curve the way I want. Okay, so at this point, this is what I have, and I'm going to pick up my scissors now and I'm going to cut it. Okay, so just make sure you play around it and get a beautiful curve around there. Make it look curvy just like the way you see mine. Okay, because that's actually what gave the result of the outcome you saw at the beginning of this tutorial. Okay, so I proceed to cut, and I'm cutting the neckline for the back first. Okay, then I'll cut through the shoulder. As I'm cutting, I'm leaving about 0.25 inches allowance for joining, or 0.5 inches. It all depends on what you want to use for your joining of the shoulder. So that is exactly the allowance you're going to leave. Okay, that's the allowance you're going to leave for yourself. Do you understand? So I went on to cut, and I cut through this way. So after that, I am going to set aside the back part, and I will recut the neckline for the front part. I know most of you already know how to do this because of bubu. Okay, cutting of bubu. So if you're conversant with how to cut a bubu, this shouldn't be an issue for you. So I'm just going to set aside this part, and I'm going to cut out the neckline for the front on this particular one. Okay, so after cutting it out, the next thing I'm going to do is to introduce the plain fabric. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. I will introduce the plain fabric, and I'm going to show you what we are going to do. So here is my plain fabric. I went on to fold it into four, just exactly the way I folded the pattern fabric. And I'm going to pick one of the pattern fabric, and I'm going to fold it into two, just the way it was when we were drafting, and I am going to place it on the plain fabric. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm doing. So let me mark my starting line first on the plain fabric. So here I'm marking the starting line, as you can see right now, and I was not doing that. So just like I was saying, I will fold this into two, and I'll place it in a way that the center front for the down part of the flowered fabric will be touching the center front of the upper part of the pattern plain fabric. I don't know if you get me. If you don't understand what I'm trying to explain, just follow what you see me doing here. Okay, that is exactly what I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to just explain exactly what I am doing. Okay, so you can see the center front of both of them are matching up, and this down part is also matching up to the other side. So I'm trying to adjust my camera to ensure that you're seeing it very well. All right, so what I'm going to do now is to place my tape on the shoulder line. I'm going to measure to get my full length, the full length of your dress. That is what you're going to measure to get right now, because that's exactly what I'm doing. I will measure and mark the actual full length of my dress. Okay, so ensure that you secure with pins. Secure the plain fabric and the pattern fabric with your pins first before you go ahead marking your full length. so that it won't have to move up and down as you're trying to get your full length. Do you understand? So that is exactly what you see me doing here. I went on to mark the full length of my dress plus hemming allowance. So remember to include your hemming allowance. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to trace this shape of the down part of the flowered fabric into the plain fabric. Okay, so you see I went on to trace it, and I trace this up other part. It's not even necessary, it's not really necessary tracing this other part. It's actually not necessary. Okay, so just trace the curvy part, and I'm going to remove my pins and set aside the flowered fabric right now. Okay, so I will set it aside, and the next thing I'm going to do is to add half inch allowance. Okay, I'm marking extra half inch from this initial line upwards. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm trying to create an allowance. Okay, so I was done doing that, and this is what I have. So what I'm going to do now is to it's going to have, as you can see, it has opening on both sides, on the right and the left hand side. Okay, so I'm going to place my tape here, subtracting my half length, and I'm going to mark on my hip knee line, sorry, knee line. Okay, I'm going to mark on my knee line. Okay, then from that knee line I will go down like 1.5 inches or 2. So in essence I'm just trying to measure the part where the slit will end. Okay, the slit by the side, so you can actually determine that by yourself. You want the slit to end from the knee down, you want it to go up, it's all your choice. So you are going to determine that, after which you connect it upwards. Okay, so I am going to cut out, and remember on the down part where I am going to, that is the side where I'm going to be imputing this the slit, I kind of reduce like half of an inch or 1 inch. Okay, I initially reduced 1 inch, but because I will be needing allowance to hem that part, the part that the slit will, it will have slits on both sides, that's why I had to reduce it to half an inch instead of 1 inch, and I proceeded to cut out. Okay, so this is exactly what you see me doing here. So after cutting out, I'm going to notch this center front of both of them like this, and I'm going to open it up. So now to join, what you're going to do, you're just going to notch the center part of the plain of the pattern fabric. You're just going to notch it the way I'm going to show you now. You will notch it, then you're just going to match it up with the notched part of the plain fabric, and you go on and join. So after joining it, you're going to cut out your lining piece for the neckline. Already you know how to turn the neckline with your lining piece. Cut out part of the plain fabric and attach like 2 inches and attach to the sleeve area. Then attach your tassel as well and your inner pocket. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.